Time in YouTube, and welcome back to No EXs. Today, we are taking a spin on the World Championship deck, the Deluge Blastoise, who his main card of the deck was Archie's Ace in the Hole. You can play this card only if it's the last card in your hand, and you can put any water Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench, and then of course draw 5 cards. So what Pokemon here are we going to play, you ask? We are playing none other than the ancient trait Swampert from the Primal Clash set. He has ancient growth, which means that when we attach a water energy to this guy, we can actually attach 2, which is awesome. It means quicker setup, quicker attacks, all sorts of things. His ability is going to be Diving Search. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for any card, shuffle your deck, and then put it on top. So I can prepare for what I want, and I can go quicker. So if I need that last energy to attack for the next turn, I've got it. I need a switch to get Swampert into the active position, I can get it. I need another supporter to keep the cards going, I can get it. You get the idea. His actual main attack is Hydro Pump. For 3 colorless energy, he's going to do 40 damage. Meh. But for every water energy we have attached to Swampert, he's going to do additional 30 damage. And you can see, based on the rest of the cards in this deck, that number can go high. I've seen it where we can almost, and I mean almost, knock out a Wailord EX in one hit. So, how do we get more energies on Swampert? We're going to be taking those first couple turns to set it up. So, we need ways of getting energy onto Swampert, and we're going to use Milotic to do this. Now, yes, Energy Grace has a benefit and a negative. Its benefit is it's going to give us 3 energies right from the discard onto Swampert. That's 3 energies, 1 turn, immediate setup. Negative is I have to actually knock out Milotic to do so, so I have to give my opponent a free prize card. But it could be really worth it, especially if it's like turn 1 or 2, and there you go! We have Milotic, we have Swampert, everything's set up, go! So, on top of this, we do have one other Milotic, and this guy can act like a VS Seeker. But instead of just being any guy, like he's not VS Seeking for just a trainer. This guy can get anything I want from the discard pile. So if I'm in an immediate turn where I can get Archie's Ace in the Hole, I can get it. If I need to use another Ultra Ball to kind of get my hand a little lower, I can do it. This card's great, but unfortunately he doesn't run as well as the other one, so that's why I run 3-to-1 variation. There's one copy of Articuno. This way, if I'm, in the top of the area, or having a hard time getting anything going, I can use Find Ice. Search your deck for up to 3 water energies, reveal them, put them in your hand. If Swampert's not ready to set up yet, but I can set up a huge next turn, I'll use Articuno beforehand. Perfect setup. Regice is here to help us, how do you say it? Help us delay the inevitable. If we open up with a bad hand, and Regice is the only thing we have, he can at least Resistance Blizzard for 70. And if we're fighting an EX deck, he's just going to shut them off just like that. Swampert's going to be able to set up as long, we can take as long as we need. And then Regice will be like, you know what? Take your time. We got this. We got this. Be patient. Swampert will come and destroy you in a second. So, in order to get all this stuff going all at once, we need a huge line of item cards. I'm primarily running 4s of the main ones. So 4 Acrobikes, 4 Battle Compressors. Surprisingly enough, 4 Maintenance. This card's actually quite handy. I can shuffle 2 cards from my hand, put them back into my deck, and then I get to draw a card. So it's like an Ultra Ball. Only downside to it is I don't know what I'm grabbing. So if my hand isn't exactly in the best of shape, Maintenance could also get me a card that I don't need. But it cuts my hand size down, and it could save me in a pickle. I've got 2 Professor's Letters here. It's a quick card to get rid of. I can grab 2 energies if necessary. And again, I can Ultra Ball or maintenance it away so I don't have to worry about it too much. Same goes for Switch. Now, Switch is very easy to eliminate from my hand. I can bring Swampert up, switch up Articuno or whatever's on my bench to eliminate it from my hand so I can get Archie's off. I've got 1 copy of Town Map, which is just a simple play it. I can see my prize cards, done. I've got another 4 Trainer Mail, 4 Ultra Ball. I am running 4 VS Seekers. I am running 2 Archie's Ace in the Hole. I'm running 1 single Lysander, because Lysander is key in every deck. I want to know exactly what I'm going to knock out next turn. Now, one thing I was having issues with was card draw. I was originally using Octillery in the deck, and I found it was just too slow. So I am running a couple supporters. I'm running, I believe, 2 Birch, 1 Sycamore, and 1 Skyla. This way I can kind of shuffle around, get the cards I want. VS Seeker has a bit more use than just grabbing an Archie's. And our last trainer of the deck is going to be Floatstone. I can throw this on anything. It's going to be a free retreat, and Swampert can come in free of charge. Now, I am running 7 water energies. You may want to run more or less depending on the power variation you want to give Swampert. Just be advised that I'll be discarding most of mine so that I don't actually draw them and I can get into better cards, things that I need to siphon the deck more and get Swampert out as soon as possible. So getting cards into the discard pile is important. So you're going to be like, I see what you're doing here, but can it compete just like the Archie's Blastoise? And my answer to you is, you're going to have to wait and see. By playing games on Pokemon TCG Online. Alright guys, our first match is going to be against Rick Rurdo, playing a fire deck. We should have a huge advantage on this guy. He may not see this Swampert coming. We're going to call tails. We're going to win the coin flip! Yes, I want to play first. If I have a bad first start, I want to be able to recover from it. And oh my Jesus, I have a bad start. Alright, I got some basics out. We see a Fennekin. I'm going to Battle Compress and hope that the other Swampert is in the deck. Now I just need Archie's Ace in the Hole. There he is. Grab him. There we go. 3 cards into the discard. Now I can't get rid of my hand. I'm guaranteeing you that right now. There's no way I can get rid of Swampert, VS Seekers, and all that. So I'm going to Birch. Get rid of the whole thing. Maybe draw 4. No, heads. He's going to like me this time. To be honest with you, I didn't really want that. So, I can throw down 2 Phoebus. And next turn, I can Ultra Ball. I like this, actually. Regardless of what I get, I should be able to... Yeah, because I can grab Archie's through Milotic, which is beautiful. So, I should be able to I should be able to set up our turn next, on our following turn. So I'm going to end our turn right now. I don't want to waste the water energy on Articuno if I don't need to, but I can retreat with it. We're going to see an Entei. We're going to see a Pokemon fan club, most likely looking for what? Another Entei, maybe another Fennekin, a Larvesta, and a Ponyta. Not what I was thinking. Not what I was thinking. So we're going to see the Larvesta. We're going to see the Ponyta. What else are we going to see? See a Fire Energy onto the Fennekin? Nope, we're going to see a Level Ball. Who are you planning to go for? A Braixen. My hope is to knock out this Fennekin on the next turn. We're going to see a Great Ball. And we're going to see a Rapidash. So he's got a few evolutions coming up for sure. Not exactly something I would deem a strong deck, but we're going to see if our deck can run properly. We have another Ultra Ball, which is great. Like I said, I'm going to attach the Water Energy to Articuno. I can evolve one Phoebus. I'm going to evolve this Phoebus into Milotic. Get the... Yes, I want that. And I want Archie's. Perfect. Now I can simply get rid of these two cards here. We'll grab another Phoebus, because Milotics can be very beneficial. We are going to play said Phoebus, and here we go! There's the Archies! There's the Swampert that we're after. Turn 2 Swampert. We grabbed a bunch of random cards. Why did we grab a bunch of random cards? I'm going to... Trainer's Mail. I'm hoping for a Battle Compressor. I don't get a Battle Compressor. But I do get... I want an Acrobike. Let's go with the Acrobike. Again, looking for a Battle Compressor. If I can get 3 Water Energies into the discard right now, we got it! Perfect! Grabbing that Battle Compressor. I have the ability now to just go with a 1, 2, and a 3. 3 Water Energies into the discard. I am going to Maintenance. Returning another Maintenance and the Regice to the deck. And I get another Milotic. So next turn I can add another 3 energies to our Swampert. But I'm going to Energy Grace. Knocking out Milotic. Giving our opponent a prize card. 1, 2, 3. We're going to attach them to Swampert. We are going to retreat with Articuno into Swampert. And I do believe I can Diving Search. So, before I go for an attack, let's get a card that I could use. Do I want a Professor's Letter? I want a Professor's Letter. Get 2 more Water Energies. I can attach the Milotic to the Phoebus. And knock out this Fennekin in the process. So there's 260 damage to Fennekin. So we're going to grab a prize card. An Acrobike is a good card to grab. Entei is coming up. We're going to see a Slugma. A Slugma. He must be playing a fire starter deck, as there's not a whole lot going on energy or consistency at all. Like, there's a lot of Pokemon here. We're seeing the Volcarona hit the field, which is kind of scary because he can Solar Birth. We're going to see a Giovanni Scheme, so he's going to draw 5 cards. Or up to 5 cards, I'm sorry. Now, what are we going to see? We're going to see a Fire Energy hit any of them. Yes, Volcarona is getting the Fire Energy. Now, I do believe... I got the Pokemon... Wow! The Professor's Letter that I am after. I do not have Lysander in the discard. So, I'm going to evolve. Hold on. Before I do that, if I get stuck with a card I don't want... No, I simply got another Water Energy. Grab the Water Energy because I can't. Okay, there we go. Phoebus is up. I can Diving Search, which I should have done actually first before grabbing the Acrobike, or playing the Acrobike, because then I would have gotten Lysander. Lysander's definitely the way to go. That way I can knock out the Pokemon I want to on the following turn. I can go for a Professor's Letter. There are no more Water Energies in the deck, so the other 2 cards must be prized, or they're actually Milotic bait. So, I'm going to go with this. We have not played. Have we played a supporter? I think I can Archie's. Let's see. Well, Bolly G. Gilliger, we can Archie's one more time. I'll grab the Milotic back. Grab 5 more cards. Now I have Lysander for the following turn. I'm going to not Archie's. I'm going to Ultra Ball, get the Swampert out of my hand and into the discard. We can grab another Milotic. Not that I really need it, but I am set up to go. I'm just going to go for the Hydro Pump. There goes the Entei. Now, he may not want to set up the Volcarona, but regardless of what he goes for, I'm going to knock out his main Mon. So if he wants to attach another Pokemon, another energy to Volcarona, he can do so, but it's going to get knocked out. If he goes for a Solar Birth, he can set something else up, but I am going to knock it out as well. He does want to go on the offensive and start knocking out Swampert. I don't really need to Energy Grace much more, unless I want to open up some bench space, because Swampert can handle dealing enough damage to all of his fire types. There's a Macargo after a failed Birch. And the Ponyta is now in the active, on the bench with the Professor's Letter, getting him 2 more fire energies. But what are we going to see this guy do? Is he going to go for the offensive, or is he going to go for a Solar Birth? He's going for the Solar Birth. Now, he took out 2 fire energies from the deck. So now he's going to get 2 more onto an active, onto a Pokemon that he's going to grab. We're going to see what he's wanting. I didn't see that. It's kind of hidden underneath the Volcarona there. He's grabbing an Entei. Perfect. I want to get rid of this thing as fast as I can. So I'm going to Lysander out the Entei. We are going to... Hold on. Before I attack. Is there anything I want to play still? Just before I get involved in anything. I can set up my card for the next turn so I can get another VS Seeker. No, he's just going to give us the game. He knew right away I was going to Swampert, knock out that Entei, and he'd be right back at square one. And with VS Seekers, I could get any target I wanted. So, needless to say, that is the first game for Swampert. Can we do it again? Let's see. We are diving into the second game, and it's going to be against Pachisi. We're going to be seeing a Dragon colorless deck. Now, we're going to get to call a coin toss. We're going to call tails. We win the coin toss! Perfect. We're going to go first. We are going to go first. Now, we have a Regice as our starter. We have a Battle Compressor that's going to be very necessary. Trainer's Mails that could get us into the VS Seeker. Regice is here. Maybe this time we're going to see a Swampert turn 1. There's a Phoebus. I'm going to go for the Battle Compressor. We're going to knock out a Water Energy. The Swampert, and do I see the Archies? There's the Archies. Okay, perfect. It's gone. Now, I need a VS Seeker. No VS Seeker. And what's the best card? Acrobike. I'm going to go with the Trainer's Mail one more time. Ugh, not what I want. Not what I want. I may have to turn 2. Use the Skyla right now. That way I can guarantee a VS Seeker. I want to guarantee the plays I'm making. I don't want to just throw in the towel and be like, yeah, that's the game. I want to be like, here, we have opportunities. So, throw away return the Acrobike and the Water Energy. We are going to get the VS Seeker. So, I can Skyla for a trainer. Any trainer I want. And I'm going to go with a town map. This way I can search my prizes for whatever I need, but I'm not going to play anything just yet I don't want to get suckered into having a bad second card. If I need to use Town Map to eliminate an Ultra Ball or a maintenance, I'm going to do so. But my deck is, for the most part, set up right now. If I get a Milotic, I can evolve right away. An energy drop on a Doduo, and we're not going to see too much come from you just yet. He's going to Ultra Ball, so he's sacking 2 cards, an Escape Rope, and a Lysander. And we're going to see a Dodrio. So you're going to get your free retreat next turn. Now, what card are we getting? These VS Seekers are a pain in my existence. Let's get rid of one. We're going to Skyla one more time. We're going to get... I'm going to get an Ultra Ball. And the simple reason for this is if I get another VS Seeker, I'm guaranteed to get rid of it. I am set up, guaranteed, for a Archie's Swampert next turn. Unfortunately, it's a little slow right now. A little clunky. But that's not a problem. Doduo, you're not going to last. We got a Battle Compressor. Perfect. I'm still going to Ultra Ball. I need to get rid of the other cards. Sorry, Town Map, you are useful, but I kind of want to get something else. Now, I can... Do I have a Phoebus? Yes, I do. So I can get the Milotic. They can Energy Grace. I can then go for the Phoebus. And now I'm set up for the Energy Grace getting the energies onto Swampert. I have the Archie's Ace in the hole, and we are going to go for it! So Swampert, come into the active, my boy. Well, not in the active, onto the field. Now, I have a Floatstone for you. I'm going to Maintenance. Return these 2 cards. I'm going to get another switch. I don't want the switch. We are going to go for a Diving Search, and I am going to get a Battle Compressor on the following turn. This way, I can set up Swampert for an easy knockout on the Doduo. Unfortunately for this guy, Swampert is just going to be able to overcome him. Overcome everything we need. Even a Dodrio, I know you've got it in your hand, it's not going to make a difference. Swampert, you're going to do a lot of damage. Professor's Letter. After the Tyranno, so we're going to see 2 energies, Dark and Psychic. I thought you were a Dragon deck. You have Noibat. I see. So there's the Dark Energy. There's the Dodrio for a free retreat cost. But you're going to go for a Fury deck. You're going to do 80 damage. So you could have knocked me out, actually. Good move, Dodrio. But I'm just going to go for the Battle Compressor. We're going to knock out 1, 2, 3 Water Energy. There they go. Milotic's coming in. We're going to see an Energy Grace. Our opponent's going to take his prize card, his well-earned prize card of me knocking out my own Pokemon. I'm going to grab 3 Water Energies for it, though. Swampert is going to get completely set up. And Regice is going to go for the retreat onto Swampert. And we're going to go for the hold on. Not done yet. Diving Search. We get to look for a card. Any card I want. He's just going to give us the game. Good move. Dodrio is going to go down. Noibat would have been following right after. The question is, do I have time for one more game? We are diving into the last game, and it's going to be Professor Cyndaquil. You're playing a Psychic and Grass deck. Trevenant Gengar? Potentially. Potentially. So we're going to see that he's going to take a few minutes to load in. But there he is. Professor Cyndaquil. He's here. He's going to call that coin toss. And are you going to call it right? We win this coin toss, folks. We win it. We're going to call... We're playing first. I enjoy your sleeves, buddy. Thank you. I know a lot of people don't like Dumbreon. I like the design of it, maybe not so much in the regular game, but we do not have a basic Pokemon, so I have to give up this hand. Kind of happy for it. I would have been sycamoring it away anyway. So, what is our opponent about to lead? Professor Cyndaquil, what do you say? You say you have one basic. Alright, there goes our hand. We're going to draw an Articuno as our lead. Articuno, get back up there. What do you think you're doing? You can't be afraid. It's an Umbreon case. You don't even know what you're fighting yet. He's going to draw that extra card, most likely. Most likely. I didn't know this took so long to deal with. There we go. He did it. A Porygon. I don't know what's about to come. I really don't. Alright. So, in order for this hand to go off properly, I think I need to get rid of these two to the Ultra Ball. So we're going to start with that. These two to the Ultra Ball. And we are going to pick up a Phoebus. So Phoebus is going to go up. Trainer's Mail. I'm going to see an Acrobike. That is easier for us to get rid of versus an Ultra Ball. Acrobike is up. A Water Energy. That hurt. Alright. I'm currently in Archie's range. And I can Ultra Ball it away. There's only one problem. The only card I can Archie's is a Melodic. So, I am going to Ultra Ball. 2 Water Energies away. And this is where Shaman EX would come in handy. A Regice is coming into the active. Well, not into the active, but onto the bench. I'm screwing that up a lot today, guys. I apologize. I shouldn't apologize, but I am. So, I can't VS Seeker into Skyla like I'm expecting to because I need the VS Seeker. Oh boy, this is going to be a turn. End it! I'm a little lost for words. I don't really know how to play this right now. The VS Seeker is handy. I'll grant it that. But I need a Battle Compressor. If I can get a VS Seeker, like there's a bunch of cards that I could use right now that could aid me in getting what I need. There's a Hard Charm onto the Porygon with a Psychic Energy. They can look through their deck and shuffle it afterwards. They've got a Hoopa, so we're seeing 3 EX Pokemon? Yes, 3 EX Pokemon. And we're going to see which ones are they going to be. A Mewtwo, a Gallade, and a Lugia. Wow, this went from being a very game to, oh my god, are we going to even make it? If I can get a Battle Compressor, yeah, we'll make it. We'll make it alright. I just need the Swampert. I have the energies. Honestly, it's the best way. This game is still in our grasp if I can get... Wow, he played another Hoopa on top of that. So he's going to have 3 more. He can Mega Evolve both the Mewtwo and the Gallade on the following turn if he wanted to. But he's not. Oh, that is not a card I want to see in my hand. That card's supposed to be in the discard pile. So, how do I get rid of it? I can't be a Seeker. I don't have the right supporters at all right now. So, I'm going to be a Seeker into a Skylight. Go for a Sycamore. It's the only way I can get rid of this Swampert out of my hand. I'm just delaying right now, which is not good when I see all these EXs on the field. I've got at least 2 turns now before I can even come close to attacking. He's going into a Porygon 2. And there's double colorless, so he can go for a tri-attack, which is going to flip 3 coins, and it's going to do 30 damage times the number of heads. So he can do up towards 90. There's 1 head, there's 2 heads. Okay. We're taking 60 damage. Now you have a hard charm on you. And I got a maintenance, which I don't want. So Sycamore, knock those cards out. We've got the Milotic. I'm going to attach the Floatstone to Regice. I'm going to... Hold on. I might have some worse cards to get rid of than just maintenance. Got a Battle Compressor. Kind of wanted that earlier. But we are going to Battle Compress the other Swampert, so I don't draw it as well. I'm going to get rid of the Lysander. And I'm going to get rid of an Ultra Ball. This way I don't get stuck. So what are we going to... I'm going to get the VS Seeker. I will maintenance on the following turn. I will attach an energy drop to Regice, making him assume I'm going to use it against the army of EXs, where in reality we're about to go for a go on the Swampert. I'm set up to go for it. He should knock out Articuno this turn. So I'll play the Milotic in the active. There's 2. So the Articuno is going down. I think Lugia has me, though. I think Lugia has me here. So I'm going to maintenance. I'm going to get rid of the Professor's Letter and the Professor himself. We're going to get a Phoebus, which is perfect. I can now Archie's in the hole. Grab it. We are going to simply Archie's for a Swampert. Get 5 more cards. I have another Milotic in case I need it. And, oh boy. You have 80 HP. Okay. I don't want to attach that energy yet. I'm going to sacrifice Milotic. So you're going to claim a prize card. We're going to bring up Swampert. I need a knockout Porygon 2. We're going to attach all 3 of them to Swampert. I'm going to go for a Diving Search. And I want a VS Seeker so I can get the Lysander. There's no VS Seekers. I'm going to go for the town map so I can look and find where my VS Seekers are. Actually, I can do that now with Acrobike. So I'm going to take the town map. We're going to set up town map. And there are 2 VS Seekers in our prize pool. So, Swampert, Hydro Pump it up. There goes the Porygon for 110 damage. We're going to grab a VS Seeker. Who are you bringing up? If it's Lugia, you're going to do 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 damage. So you will not knock out Swampert. There's another Porygon. Do you have the energy drop? Yes, you do for Arrow Ball. But it should not be enough to knock out Swampert. We're going to see a Winona. They're going to search for 3 colorless Pokemon, put them into his hand. So I know he's got a lot of cards. They're going to be a Porygon and a Starly. Only 2 of them as well. So we're going to see the Arrow Ball. So that's 100 damage onto Swampert. Now we need to do 170. So we're going to do 4, 3, 6, 9, 130, 160. I need another energy. Do I have it in here? I do not. So Battle Compressor is the way to go. We are going to play it. We are going to get rid of one more water energy. I'll go for 2. And is there something else I don't need to play? No, I'm fine with just the water energies right now. I'm going to remove Melodic. Yes, you will now be at a 3 prize advantage over me. But I will have 2 more water energies for Swampert. I can via Seeker the following turn. I can Diving Search for an Ultra Ball. This will give me the ability to regroup with my Swampert and set up a Phoebus. I can Hydro Pump now, which should knock out Lugia, putting us in it's putting us in a perfect position. I forgot I get prize cards. I don't want Archies right now. I have a VS Seeker. I'm going to go with the Reggie and the Birch, because I can sack them both off. Or I can sack both the Birches off for the Ultra Ball, get the Phoebus. You know, I'll be ready for it. So Porygon's coming up. I need to get a prize advantage here, and I want to knock out Sceptile right away. Oh, there's an escape rope. He's going for my Regice. Which is going to do 10. But I do have a Floatstone on Regice, so I can simply switch back out, which is perfect. I'm going to go for the Ultra Ball, knocking out the 2 Birches, because I do not need them at the moment. And I'm going to grab a Phoebus. Play Phoebus. Play Regice. Simply retreat into Swampert. I will Diving Search, so I guarantee what I'm going to draw next. And I'm going to grab another Phoebus. This way I can play them both. Phoebus? Yes, I can still Phoebus. Get the... Yeah, perfect turn. That's what we're going to do. And I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump, knock out the Sceptile, and just in case anything goes wrong, well, I can't Archies now. But I think we have this game in the bag. He needs 2 energies for any real attack. Porygon's going to come up. I can VS Seeker into Lysander, and we have this game in the bag! Swampert claiming 3 victories today. 3 amazing victories, proving that, yet again, Archie's is an amazing deck. Now, yes, he can data check. That's it. I have a Phoebus coming in. I'm just double checking. I don't want to actually give the... Yes, I have Lysander in. So I'm going to VS Seeker. I'm going to bring in the Lysander. Just double check. I can bring in any of these powerful EXs. Swampert, you're going to claim victory for us. And it's all done. Thank you guys for watching. This is a very powerful episode for the channel. Swampert proved he had it in him. Whether it was slow, it was fast, didn't matter. Swampert had it. Couple things I do want to say about this deck, though. It is very clunky. I would recommend probably switching out some of the Regice for Shaymin EX. Again, because this is a No EX series, I cannot run Shaymin. So that's why we usually run Octillery. But I tested Octillery. It was very slow. I had to guarantee a Remoraid. I had to guarantee the Octillery, and it wasn't working. so I took it out. I do highly recommend Shaman because it's a 1-drop. I can draw a bunch of cards back if I'm not having a good time. I can be able to reset up my Ultra Balls. Don't always go down to just a VS Seeker, because if you get hit with an Ultra Ball or a Maintenance, you're going to have problems. And otherwise, I really enjoyed the deck. There's obviously still a little bit of fine tweaking to every deck. But thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, definitely comment. I want to know what your opinions are. What you would replace, what you'd have added in. And definitely check it up next time. Till then, though, time out!